Alrighty, another one of these breakdown videos. I love them. Absolutely love recording these. And today, the most widely worried problem that doesn't matter. My metabolism is not fast enough. I just can't lose the fat. I just hate how other people have such a fast metabolism. They can eat whatever they want and they can't put on weight. It's unfair. Your metabolism is not slowing down, nor is it due to random luck. It's just working against you. So how do we actually make use of this so we can shred fat like an absolute weapon? All right? Let's let's break it down. Your metabolism is more complicated than what people make it out to be. But I'm going to try and simplify it to everything that you need to know. The first thing I need you to understand is your body is such an adaptive smart machine. To simplify it purely to, you know, it's just calories in, calories out is not the full story because there are so much factors that impact calories out. To get to 10% body fat, I barely did cardio on a regular basis. It's about this core principle that I want you guys to understand, all right? Most people are under muscled. This is just a little tiny muscle. Under muscled, but overnourished. Overnourished. Okay? These two, this combination is the recipe to a wrecked metabolism. Okay? Now, think of this, right? Your body receives resources every single day from its diet. Let's just take this as glucose, right? Most people, they don't go to the gym, they don't build muscle, and they aren't physically active. So they can eat the exact same way that someone who trains every single day and does exercise, but will have a completely different physique. And it's to do with the distribution of the nutrients and where they actually go in the body. This is the thing keeping you fat, not your slow metabolism. Let me explain. So you got your muscle here. Most people, like I said, under muscle. They do not have enough muscle in their body. However, fat cells is the body's number one way to store energy. It is so easy for your body to go, oh, I just got some energy in here. Let's go store it where it's going to be safely held for a time in need. Now, whilst our ancestors found this mechanism extremely helpful because when winter came, they couldn't find food, they had the fat in their body to rely on to actually use energy to hunt, survive, and do all the things that humans do. But nowadays, with the abundance of nutrition, the abundance of resources that we've given ourselves, we are overnourished. We are taking in too much nutrients and have too little reason to take them in. Okay? So we get an accumulation of nutrients in the fat. You increase the mass of your fat cells and you're fatty for life. Okay? What happened? Why do some people, with all the nutrients they take, go into building more muscle, yet others with the exact same diet have more and more fat around their body the more they eat? It's nothing to do with genetics. It's to do with a key hormone that opens the door to either of these. And it's called, let me get another color, insulin. Insulin. All right? Insulin is that hormone that decides where are we actually going to store nutrients. Is it going to be fat or is it going to be muscle? Right? If you are insulin sensitive, which means your body responds really, really well to this hormone, most likely it's going to be opening up in your muscle cells. The sugar is going to come in. It's going to help grow the physique that you want, right? However, like most people, we are overnourished. We have too much glucose running in our blood and not enough reason to actually recover the muscle. Right? We don't train. We don't do resistance training. We aren't active throughout the day. We don't do any of that. We just sit on our ass and eat. So there is no reason for the nutrients that we take in to actually go into the muscle in the first place, right? We become insulin resistant. Okay. Now, when we are insulin resistant, it's going to take a lot more of the keys to actually open up areas of the body. So where is that all that excess nutrients going to go? If it's not going to go into the muscle, you guessed it, it's going to go into the fat. This is why you have too much body fat around your waist and you struggle to lose it despite cutting calories. Now, I'm not saying a calorie deficit won't help you lose weight, but when you purely just eat less, that's not going to be enough to get you shredded because our body still needs nutrients. So the big mistake that most people make when they try and lose weight is they completely cut nutrients, thinking that, okay, like calories in, calories out, I reduce calories in, and I'm just going to lose weight. But they forget to realize the body, like I said, is such an adaptive, smart machine. You cut nutrients, your body is going to start fighting against you, right? It's going to reduce your movement. It's going to make you move less throughout the day because it's going to save up the little calories that you've given it. So what's going to happen? You're going to feel more tired, you're going to move less, and as a result, the calories out is going to decrease to compensate for the decrease in calories in. Your body always wants to stay in equilibrium, it always wants to stay at maintenance. And this is why people that slash calories in a deficit, they don't train hard, they don't go to the gym, and expect to lose weight, don't. And if they do, gain it back as soon as they cut their restrictive diet. Let me rub this out. Here's what to do about it. All right. Don't worry, I'm just not going to leave you guys hanging here and just tell you what you're doing wrong and not tell you how to fix it. All right? Exact blueprint to doing this. All right? So, here's where to start here. All right? Rule number 1. Build muscle. Right? Because the more muscle you have on your body, the higher your metabolism is going to be. Now, people don't understand this, but your metabolism isn't purely just the cardio you do. In fact, cardio is less than 10% of your total metabolism. The total calories you burn throughout the day, less than 10% is that jog you go on, right? Now, majority is actually your BMR. Your BMR, this makes up like 60% of your total calories burned. And your BMR, your basal metabolic rate, the amount of energy that you use purely just to stay alive, is primarily determined by the amount of muscle that you have on your body because muscle is quite calorie expensive to maintain. Okay, so your body is going to burn more calories purely by your physique having more muscle on it. And this is why it's so important to hit the gym, train hard, and build the muscle, even if you're trying to lose fat, because you don't just want to lose weight, you want to lose fat. You want to have the toned, shredded physique that every guy wants. And to do that, you need to build muscle so you don't reveal a pile of dog